Right, hi guys. Very warm welcome this evening. Welcome back to another CavokSim live stream. We're doing something a little bit different tonight. We are over in the good old US of A tonight, here on the ground at Miami, in the IniBulids A300-600R passenger variant today. And we're going to be flying on down to the sunny island of Jamaica on the American 2613 tonight. So we're in the sim, we're at the gate, we're live on the VATSIM network using live weather and live time today. It's early afternoon in Miami at the moment, so about 6 hours or so behind my time in the UK, so it's a nice daylight stream, which I like to do, and we're about ready to get underway. I don't think there's any ATC online at the moment, but hopefully that will change. Flight time today is around about an hour and 15 minutes or so once we're airborne, and so let's jump into the cockpit and let's get ourselves going. So everything at the moment is not really powered, so let's get some batteries on. We'll get the ground power unit online, and let's sort us out our flight plan. So import from SimBrief. Hopefully it'll work. Right, there we go then. So Kilo Mike India Alpha Miami to Mike Kilo Juliet Sierra, Sangster Montego Bay. So right, okay, so let's get gotta remember how to use the aircraft. Right, so ground equipment, so we've got the door open at the front, and we want to import from SimBrief or apply the load to the aircraft. Let's get our GSX boarding. Okay, so let's get our IRSs selected to on. No smoking can go on. We'll leave the passenger signs off for the moment. We can see fuel going into the tanks. Emergency exit lights armed. And at the moment we'll turn the window heats on. Okay, so for the moment, right, so let's get crew and pilots are already on. Right then, so let's go to ACARS, pull the route from SimBrief. Let's get our SimBrief plan up. And let's get our Navigraph charts ready on the go. Okay, that's the last flight I did, so let's get rid of that. Import from SimBrief, KMIA. Right, so that's ready. Right then. Hey, our official horizon works today. Let's get that sorted out. I had trouble with that in the last stream. Well, I had trouble with the whole aircraft the last stream, setting it up. Seem to be going a bit better tonight. So hopefully everybody's okay this evening. So yeah, hopefully everybody's okay today, and we're all good, we're all well. Some good news as well. The channel has surpassed 100 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. For those of you that have subscribed to the channel, absolutely fantastic to see, and I'm absolutely over the moon. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the content I'm doing. It's always good to see everybody popping up in the comments. Let's have a quick look at the comments to see if anybody's here already. Refresh the chat. There we go. Lee, good evening, mate. How you doing? Nice to see you on board. Great to have you here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the stream tonight, mate, and everybody else joining in at home. If you like what you see, please think about giving the channel a subscription. Hit the like button, and if you feel the mood takes you, so have a quick say of hello in the comments during the stream. Love to hear from you. Right, anyway, where are we? Right, so we're doing the init A page. So just check here, we've got Miami to Saxto and alternate Mike Kilo Juliet Papa. Cost index 15. Cruising at flight level 370 today. We've got our flight number in cruise wind. Average wind 266.44. That's in there. Right, okay then, so we're going to planning a departure off of runway 08 right here at Miami, which of the 4 main runways, you've got 3 runways in parallel. So we're parked up here on the, let's get rid of that bit. So we're parked up here on the Delta concourse on stand Delta 28. Yeah, Delta 28, and we'll be taxiing out down to runway 08 right. This is 08 right here, 08 left above, and leaving on a Guava 2 departure today, down out overheads Cuba, and then down into Jamaican airspace, where we are planning a 07 arrival into Montego Bay, and our alternate down here is Norman Manley airports in Kingston. So as I say, nice short flight tonight with the A300. The scenario I imagined was the regular 737 800 aircraft that is usually on the route has gone tech. So we've been pulled out of standby to go ahead and save the day, as we do. Right, anyway, so we've selected 08 right, the Guava 2 departure, transition URSUS. We'll insert that. What we'll do, we'll bring up the charts. So we've got flights, KMIA. Oh, we've got the chart already pre-selected down there. Come on. Right then, so just a quick check of the route. So it's Alpha 08 right, intercept heading 145, it says 146 on the chart, to Baller, right turn to Mint, Rum, Guava, Glams, Elrod and URSUS. So that is our SID. Looks okay on the routing. Right. Check what fuel we need. No, the fuel's done, that's fine. Right, okay, so we'll go to our InitB page, and what we'll do is we'll pop in some weights. So we want our zero fuel weight, which is 113.9. Fuel of 12. Right. So Lee, you coming out of Miami as well, are you, mate? So you're in the 737-800. Ah, so you're the one I've nicked the flight off of. Right, so let's pop in some weight. So 113.9 is the zero fuel weight. Our block fuel is 12 tons, quite light this evening. Gives us a takeoff weight calculated 125.5. Let's check. Yep, that concurs with that. Right, so let's just so let's pop in the arrival as well. So the star we're expecting, we're going to do an RNAV 07 Lenar 7 with what transition was it? Let's go through. ENARI, there we are. So an ENARI transition. I'll leave that second bit off. Right, so it's working out all that. Where's my fuel plan gone? So trip fuel, we're expecting 6 tons. Do you want to put it in? Ah, zero fuel weight, centre of gravity. 28.3. Put that in, it'll give us the numbers hopefully. There we are. Right, okay, so it's expecting 6.2 tons, so a little bit more than the flight plan is expecting. Route reserve. Pop in what's on the sim brief plan, so 1.2 tons. 1.2, is it a forward slash? Yeah, 1.2 alternate. Kingston is 1.7. 1.7 tons. fin res of 2.2, which is fine there. And it says we've got an extra 4.8 ton. Okay. Seems like
Miami traffic. Delta 1323 heavy on the final runway 9, Miami.
Right, okay, so that is that done. Right, where are we in terms of... Right, so if we get... Sim's frozen, don't freeze on me, don't freeze on me, I've had a few problems. Ah, there we go. Right, okay, so fueling's done, so we'll get the... Let's get these on. Let's get the fuel pumps on, we'll get the APU started. Master switch on. Start. And we'll go for all that in a minute. Right. Do we have any ATC yet? We have no ATC all the way through. Okay, no worries. I always seem to pick the days when nobody wants to be online flying. Never mind. Right, anyway, let's have a quick look at the SID. What is the... initial altitude? Initial altitude's at 5,000 feet. We'll put 5,000 in there, we'll set the runway heading 092. So Lee, got the Boeing and Airbus throttle quadrants now, need to get the extensions for them. Well, I've got I'm using the Airbus TCA officers pack, so I've got the side stick, the joystick, and the throttle quadrant. I haven't got the extra bits for the throttle quadrant, so I'm just using the good old keyboard for the flaps and gear and whatnot. Maybe one day. I'm saving me pennies at the moment to get a new monitor, because I only use the one monitor at the moment. So when I'm doing the streams and that, I'm having to flick between windows everywhere, and it's does get a little bit tedious having to flick between screens all the time. But yeah, hopefully with a second monitor, I can have a bit more. What's the word? A bit more. Can't think of the word. Well, I'll be able to keep everything on one screen and then have the sim flying on the other. So, right, okay. So, APU's up and running. Let's get some APU air on. We'll get rid of the ground power. Right. Hey, nice and loud. Such a beautiful looking aeroplane. I love this aeroplane. Just turn the sounds down a bit. Oh, hello. The American A320 down there is bowing to the terminal. Right, okay, so let's go GSX. We'll get rid of the GPU. Right, so let's go for some performance now. So we're going to take 08 right, dry. What is the wind? I kind of want to get going, so I might just tell GSX I'm finished loading. Have we got an ATIS? Ah, we got an ATIS. In the real world anyway. I'll tell you what, let's go with the Meta because it's easier. Right, so winds are 150 at 12 knots, 10 statute miles. I've got to get used to reading a different format now as well. Overcast at 250. Temperature's 27. All very warm here in Miami today. 22 is the dew point. Altimeter 29999. I've got to remember that's in inches as well. Right, okay. Let's go back to the charts. Taxi. Port info. Right, so we want 08 right. Where is... Ah, there we go, take off. Nope, that's not what I want. Where's the lengths? Where's the runway lengths? Okay, that's not what I want. Oh, let's have the parking as well. It's got to be on here somewhere. Where's the runway lengths? So that's landing. Landing distance. Oh, right then, I'll tell you what then, let's just put in the 3202. Let's get rid of you. Oh no, it's already in there. No, it's the wind I wanted. Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Other professional streamers are available. Right, so winds 150 at 12. Outside air temperature today is... where did I read that? 27 degrees. Altimeter, we'll put... right, settings, let's go... inches. There we are. Performance... is 2999. And our takeoff weight, was calculated at 125.5. So takeoff weight is 125.5. 0.5. Right, so we'll do flap 15, aircon on, anti-ice off, toga. Ooh, we have no flex. Okie dokie, right, so we've got 154, 163, 163. Take off 154, 163, and 163 for V2. And we're doing a full toga departure today, which I wasn't expecting. That's obviously going to be because of the high temperature. Right then, let's have a little look, see who's about. Have we got any ATC? No, we don't have any ATC still. Right, VATSPY. Let's show you what I'm looking at. So VATSPY. So we're down here at Miami. We've got 4 departures, 1 arrival, and there's no ATC. Our route's going to be taking us off down here and down to Montego Bay. So we have no centre controllers or anything at the moment, which is a shame. I like a good bit of ATC. Right, anyway, shall we tell GSX we're finished loading? Let's right, so we've told them we are not needing them anymore. Right, so we're on Delta 28 on departure. So there's no nav aids to set. Okay. Right, so no, we don't need the DH. Right, so on departure then we're going to be flying in profile, nav. They're set there. Right, shall we do some checklists then? So we'll take the before start checks and down to the line. So cockpit prep has been completed. Fuel quantity is checked 12 tons, and that is all balanced across the ship. Door pages up. Okay, so takeoff data is set. We've got 154, 163, 163. Flap track altitude speed of 150. Slats retract 191 and VFTO 209. Thrust reduction is 1500 feet. Landing elevation, we could do with that. Landing elevation at Montego Bay is 4 feet, so we'll leave that at 0. Altimeters set. Niner. Brake and anti-skid normal, and that will be set after engine start. And windows, doors, just awaiting the doors. Close that middle door as well. Ground equipment. Close the door. Close the door. Get rid of the ground power units.
Miami traffic, American 1610, crossing Chum position, fly direct Guyana, and start ILS runway 12. See if we can speed up. Timings. Come on, JSX, let's go. Oh, well, we're waiting for that. Oh yeah, let's get rid of that spy as well. Oops. Let's refresh the chat. What are we doing? Lee, that makes all the. It does indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping it will make a difference because at the moment where I'm flicking between the Streamlabs window and the flight sim, I'm missing bits and pieces here and there. I'm trying to catch up on myself. There we go. They're hurrying up now. So still no ATC. All right, let's. Check what we're doing. Right, so let's check. That's all set. That's all set. Just the probe heat. Miami traffic, American 1610 on final runway 12.
it looks like they're using runway 12. Yay, there we go. Right. So we're just about to get ready for start then.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Arm your doors. Brake is on.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
2000 transponder. Ooh, let's just make sure quickly I've actually got my control set up because I had to start this sim a couple of times. Yep, that's fine.
Locking gear.
Okay, so beacon can come on. We'll take starter A. Yeah, I've only really recently got GSX, but I'm still, to be fair, I'm still trying to get used to it about what it can actually do, and yeah. So as you can see, I'm still quite a newbie at GSX. Right, okay, so let's go nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Right, let's just make sure we're going to transmit on 1228. We are 1228, transponders on.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yeah, hang on. What's our call sign? American 2613.
Release parking brakes, please.
Miami traffic. Miami traffic. American 2613 pushing back from Delta 98.
Release parking brakes, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
Off we go.
Traffic, American 1610, running vacated, running 12 vacated on Victor.
Free. Oh, that's interesting, I've never heard that before. An auto ATC message on vPilot telling me giving me a squawk code. Something different. Right, so we'll start number 2. So how far are we into the stream? We're into the stream 45 minutes almost, and we're just pushing back. It's not too bad, it's about average. Right, so fuel. So, fuel's on. So so there is the generator coming online, so that's that engine started. Start number 1. Brakes are set.
For a good engine start.
Oh, excuse me. 21%. Fuel. And engines lights up. You can hear that little. You can hear the bass going. Wow, look at them clouds up there. Starter cutout, so I'll switch that back to off. APU can come off. Tell them we've got a good start.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Wait for them to get out there.
Truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, off you go then. Right, they're off. Right, let's get set up. So we'll go flaps 15-15. And taxi lights. Take the runway turn-offs. And everything is looking good. Right, okay, let's go flight controls and so fully down, fully back, left with spoilers, right with spoilers and rudders, fully left, neutral, fully right, neutral. Pitch trim is 0. Set to 0. It is, and rudder trim is reset. Right, okay then, so after start checks then, so pitch trim is 0 set, rudder trim 0, spoilers are armed, slats are 15-15, cam status. Cam status is checked normal. Anti-ice is not required and the hand signals were received. After start checks are complete, before takeoff checks are next. American 2613 taxi to runway 08 right Mike. Okay, brakes are off and a little bit of power to breakaway here. Off we go. So I want to get to the Mike taxiway. So we'll take the no, not left. Can't tell my left from the right. So we'll take the right here. And we'll go out onto the Mike taxiway. We'll taxi all the way down to 08 right. And then hopefully nobody's about, and we'll have a quick getaway. So just check off to the right, nobody's there. So she seems to be behaving herself at the moment. Anybody that saw my last A300 stream was with the DHL cargo flight from Leipzig to East Midlands. I had a lot of trouble trying to get her set up on the ground, so I ended up cheating a little bit and using one of the presets on the AFB. It seems to be working okay tonight. We've just had a message through from right 12485. Hopefully I'm not going to be in trouble.
EPS 96, Miami departure. I'm sorry, say again.
Just looking for contact for EPS 96.
I'm sorry, I think it was 201. There, EPS 96, say again.
Contact for EPS 96.
You're loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
Miami departure, American 2613. I've just seen your message, just contacting you now.
American 2613, heavy, Miami departure, hello. You received your PDC, is that correct?
Hey, firm.
Okay, roger. Runway 8 right, taxi via Mike, and defines ready for departure.
Wilco, taxi via Mike to runway 8 right, and we'll advise I'm ready for departure, American 2613.
Giant 8230 heavy, turn left heading 180.
Okay, that's alright then. Yeah, I'm not in trouble.
We're 1624, reduce speed to 210, then descend to maintain 3000.
We're at 210
So,
now,
Lee, 7
and
planes in
down to
front of me.
3000, route 1624.
Oh, mate, you should be on VATSIM. There's nothing in front of me. I take it that's the stock ATC you're using, is it? Right.
Giant 8230 heavy, turn left heading 120, join the localizer.
I'm turning 120 to the localizer, Giant 230 heavy.
Sorry. Check what he gave me. Over to URSUS, TASNO, 221, 341 NIBEO. Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting. Good.
Miami Airport 29482 Eastern Foster 3 with information Zulu request clearance to Curacao.
Suriname 8482 Miami departure, hello, expect PDC.
Right, 1 2 4 8 2 Eastern Foster 3 with information Zulu request clearance to Curacao. Suriname 8482 Miami departure, hello, expect PDC.
2 Eastern Foster 3 with information Zulu request clearance to Curacao.
2 Eastern Foster 3 with information Zulu request clearance to Curacao. Giant 8230 Heavy is 1.5 miles from grid.
Right, let's get our
Clear
before
dial,
takeoff
Sherman
checks in. Flight controls are checked. Flight
Sure,
checks
Austin right now,
are
Giant 8230.
checked. We've got 154 profile climb nav. Briefing's been confirmed. V1, VR2, V2 flex temp. So V1 154, rotate 163, V2's 163, and it's a full total departure. Slats and flaps are 1515 and takeoff config.
Number 100 X-ray Sierra, Miami departure, hello. Cleared to the Tango over Charlie Mike Airport by the Husel 2 departure. CAMX transition, then as filed. 2000. Flight level 410, 10 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 3630.
Flight to the Tango November Charlie Mike Airport via the Husel 2 departure, CAMX transition. Maintain 2000, flight level 410, 10 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 3630, altitude 10060.
Number 0 X-ray Sierra, read back is correct. Expect runway 9 left for departure. Advise ready for taxi of block altimeter 3000.
Expect 9 left, full call for taxi 10060.
Giant 8230 Heavy, wind 15012, runway 9 clear to land.
Later right thanks, Giant 8230.
And approach American 2613, ready for departure 8, right.
American 2613 Heavy, wind 15012, RNAV Baller, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 8 right, American 2613.
Number 1624, flying 190.
Okay, transponder going
Number 1624, flying 190.
Fly heading 190, route
So line-up checks, so transponder set, TCAS is TARA, auto brake is maximum, and ignition's not required. And we are clear to take off.
I am the approach of 6160, descending 16,000 feet.
Air France 616, Miami approach, hello, squawk 5141.
Squawk 5141,
Off we go.
616.
Right, let's go.
Number 1624 is 4 miles from Warrior, turn left heading 130, maintain 3000, so establish on the localizer. Clear dial left, runway 10 left approach.
130 until established on localizer, route 1624.
Okay, power set.
And I think you got me out there at the end. Clear dial left, 10 left approach.
Aliens.
Clear to 10 left approach, route 1624.
It's going to be a very sprightly takeoff this. One, rotate. And we're up. Pause right, gear up. Gear is coming up. So SRS nav.
My approach UPS 96, information Zulu, IFR 2.
EPS 96, Miami departure, hello, expect BDC.
Expect to be UPS 96, thank you.
Okay, climb
Number
thrust.
16 at 24, contact tower 119.3, have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much, 19.3, route 1624.
Slats can come in too.
Rouge 616, or Jimmy, Air France 616, radar contact over Vice at 14,900. Descend by the Vice arrival. Expect runway 9er information. I believe it's Alpha is correct. Or correction information, Mike is correct.
Air France 616,
for runway 9,
Let's just reduce that
to
climb rate a little bit.
runway 9, give information Mike, aircraft 16.
American 2613 Heavy Radar contact at 5,000, climb maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, American 2613. So 16,000. So water thrust, climb. It's going to be a very, very sprightly climb. Right, let's just bring up our departure chart. Sign back into Simlink. There we are. So just turning for rum, overhead rum. We are rocketing up 4,000 feet per minute climb. We are going like a scolded cat. Right, so we turn the lights off then. Select the landing gear off. Right, so after takeoff checks then, so slats and flaps are retracted, landing gear is up neutral, packs are both packs are on, and just the altimeters at 18,000. So that was a very sprightly takeoff. Pretty sure that
departure,
performance wasn't
Gulfstream
particularly
100,
great.
X-ray Sierra, ready for taxi.
I'm sure that didn't need to be that quick.
Number 100 X-ray Sierra Miami departure, runway 90 left, taxi via Tango, November.
So the tip of Florida down there and the Keys off in the
Left
distance.
by Tango, November, 0 X-ray Sierra.
Let's have a look at the map. Where are we looking at? Let's get rid of the chart there. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, tip of Florida, the Florida Keys, heading on down the distance, and a lot of open ocean ahead of us.
American 1165 Miami departure, hello, runway 8 right, taxi by Whiskey Mike. 616, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 3000.
210 and 3000 there from 616.
So just come to level at 16,000. Any further climb for me, Miami departure? Deselect the spoilers. Nice and clear down here.
2613, have a 5 NRD, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good afternoon.
Frequency change approved, and thanks very much for the ATC. Have a great night. Bye.
Have a good afternoon.
Right, let's go back to Unicom then. And let's get up to our cruise level. Let's go 370 profile. So engine's going back to climb thrust. And we've got profile thrust, profile climb. So, as we're now going above transition altitude, let's go 29902, and it gives me passing flight level 170, and we're going to flight level 370. Oh, how do we work this? How do we work this? How do you get to the progress notes? That's it. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we're within the maximum. That's all right then. I was a little bit worried we were going to be out of the. We weren't going to be able to climb to 37,000. Let's put in MKJS 07. So we've got 406 miles to Montego Bay's runway. So quite warm down in Jamaica as well, 29 degrees. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that back to hectopascals. I've got to say, I do like this aircraft. This, I've got to. I'll say as well. This is the first time I've actually flown the passenger variant. I've only flown the cargo one so far, so I've not actually had, not really had a lot of time in the cabin of this one. We'll have a little look in the cabin in a minute when we get to the cruise. Oh no, what, Lee? Sim's crashed third time today. Do you know what? I've been having a lot of trouble with the sim lately as well, on my end. The last stream that I did took me 3 days to get the stream going. Admittedly, the first time, the problem I had, I think, was with Streamlabs itself. It wouldn't actually let me set the... Well, I could start the stream, but it kept cutting out every few minutes. So I kind of gave up that day. Then the following day, with the intention of doing the same stream, I had trouble with the sim, and I think I started the sim I want to say 5 times I started it, and it just would not load in. The sim would start. I get to the main like home screen, and then as I go to load into the sim, it would not go in at all. It would just freeze about halfway through the loading process, and I'd have to shut the sim down via the task manager, restart everything, and I literally was there for about half an hour just going back and forth, and literally I've still got the stream up on YouTube actually. It literally is half an hour of the boarding screen that I put up, and yeah, I kind of gave up after a little while. I've restarted the timer as well, so instead the usual stream time starts at 8 o'clock here in UK time, and I reset it to I think 8:25, and then it went over by about 3 or 4 minutes, and I was just like, no, this isn't happening. I could not get the sim to load in at all. It was so frustrating. It was so frustrating because I just wanted to have a good go on the sim, and it was really annoying because there was a lot of ATC online down in London as well, and I know every time I go to London I always have a great time on VATSIM. But yeah, I had to kick that one on the head as well, and then worked the next day, and then I was like, Tuesday, yeah, take 3, and it went absolutely swimmingly until I got to Heathrow and the stream crashed just as I touched down. And as we were saying earlier, because I've only got the one screen on my setup, I didn't realise that Streamlabs had crashed on the landing. So I'm taxiing in, I'm still chatting away, and just as I'm about to taxi onto the gate, it quickly switches over to the other screen, the Streamlabs screen, and lo and behold, it's off. It's stream's ended, and I'm like, okay, when did that happen? And I was taxiing for about 10 minutes, chatting away to you guys. Obviously nobody could hear me because the stream's gone, and I knew nothing about it until I got onto the stand, and I'm like, right. So I've uninstalled Streamlabs, reinstalled Streamlabs. I've cleaned out my community folder on Flight Sim to stuff, got rid of a load of stuff that I just don't use, and I don't know, it's just a bit frustrating. So yeah. Anything new in the chat? Yeah, Lee, yeah, same probs. Darren, hi, how you doing? Wondered why. It's this demanding sim, that's what it is. So how's all the sounds, everybody? Can everybody hear the sim okay? Is the mic okay? I've had to go through and reset everything and whatnot. So Darren says this year is looking tasty with all the long haul aircraft coming out. Can't wait for the Bluebird 757-767 as well as the PMG 777. Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm waiting for all those aircraft as well. I'm waiting for the A380 from Fly-by-Wire. I'm also looking forward to the A350 that IniBulids are doing. So that was their next project they've announced after this A300. So that should be pretty good. Yeah, the Fly-by-Wire A380. What else am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a couple of Just Flight aircraft. I'm waiting for the Fokker 100 and Fokker 70. I'm waiting for the Avro regional jets. I've already got the 146. Thinking about that, I haven't done a stream of the 146 for a long time. Might have to dig that one out. What else am I waiting on? I'm also looking forward to the Just Flight 747 Classic. And also, possibly I might think about getting their classic A300 as well with the analog instruments. So yeah, 2024 is looking amazing for flight sim. So Lee says, may have found the problem. PMG 737 update. Doe. You've gone proper Homer Simpson. Yeah, is that a new update, or is that a update that was brought out a little while back? Because they did have one a little while back that did some EFB updates. I've not flown the 737 for a little while properly. So just back into the sim here. Where are we at? We are climbing through flight level 330. Still 4,000 feet to go. We've been in the air for 20 minutes. And where are we just passing over? URSUS. So URSUS is the last point on the departure. So we're now in whose airspace are we actually in? So we're outside of Miami's airspace. Who are we actually supposed to be talking to right now? Let's get rid of that. So URSUS Havana. Better make sure they're not on. No, it's all still states. So when we get to Lepeg, then we'll do a field check. Let's go back to the chat. So Lisa, yeah, maybe found the problem. Darren says Aerosoft A330 when they decide to use a clock rather than a rock eroding on a totally agree with you there. They are taking their sweet time with it, aren't they? I think it'll be quite a good add-on though when it does come out. So I'd rather they did it properly than release it and it not work very well. So put out last week on Friday. Is that the PMDG update you're on about there? At least it's the first time I've had my sim on in a while. That's all that work you've been doing. That's all that work you've been doing. You workaholic. I know how you feel though. I'm much the same, as you know. Flew Innsbruck, Lyon, Bristol earlier. Wow, very nice. Now Innsbruck is an airport I've not been into for a long time. But it is on the list. If you guys haven't seen on my channel lately, I've released a couple of videos. It's a little series that I'm doing called On the Nose. So basically, it's I say it's very basic, but it's a video with camera position on the windshield, like you'd find on some videos on YouTube. But obviously this is all based in the sim, and I'm doing an on the nose lookout on interesting approaches. So the first two I've had out already. We did what was the first one I did? Was the park visual into runway 31 at LaGuardia. And then the second one, which I released a couple of days after, was the river visual into Reagan National in Washington. And that one I added a few captions on it because there's a few little landmarks that quite noteworthy on the way down there. Obviously you go quite close to a lot of the memorials, so I pointed them out on the way down. But basically it's the series I've got a whole list of airports with interesting approaches that I'm going to do. I've got the third one already filmed. The fourth one I'm going to hopefully try and do tomorrow, get that filmed, and then the plan is I'm going to try and do at least maybe 2 a week, or at least 1 a week. I've got a whole list of them here somewhere. I've got my little notepad out next to me. So let's have a look. So I've listed, so these are all what I consider interesting approaches. Into Heathrow on the 27 left or right runway, so coming in over the city. Princess Juliana in the Caribbean here. Samos, London City, Los Angeles, St. Bart's, Gibraltar, Lukla, which is one that I did film, but I wasn't particularly happy with the footage, so I'm going to redo that one. Innsbruck is on the list. NOWI. And that's all I have at the moment. And there's another one in Colombia which I saw, which I can't remember the name of. I have to look it up. But it's they call it the aircraft carrier of Colombia or something. It's a short runway on a big plateau. It's a very interesting RNAV approach into there because you've got all the high terrain around. Quite a fascinating approach. So Lee says, I have the Orbeck scenery, it looks amazing. Is that the Innsbruck scenery? That's one I want to get, but I haven't had the chance. Darren says PMG update. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that then, because I've not updated in a little while. Darren also says, planning to fly Palmair from Marina Sofia to Bournemouth. Still waiting on scenery. The current one doesn't work. Is that... I'll take it that's the freeware Bournemouth that's on flightsim.to. I think that's the one you said you were using. I've not been into Bournemouth so for a little while. Not since that 2E stream that I did a few months back. Telluride, San Diego, Lacamara and El Hierro. Madeira. How did I miss Madeira? How did I miss Madeira? Definitely. I should add that one to the... I will do that now. Yeah, San Diego, Telluride, yeah. Some good suggestions there, mate. Can vouch Innsbruck is amazing. Some of the bush trips have amazing airports to land in. Yeah, do you know what? I've not really done any of the bush trips on the sim. I've done a lot of the landing challenges, but I've not really had much chance to do any of the bush trips. I've done one of the ones in the Hawaiian Islands. Yeah, Skiathos. That's the one that's the third one I've got in the series that I've got filmed. I just need to edit it together. But yeah, that's that one's going to be the third one released when I get around to it. That's hopefully the one I'm going to get finished off tomorrow. Right, so I think we turn some seatbelt signs off now. Poor passengers have been sat in their seats, not being allowed to use the loo. Right, let's just make sure we haven't got any ATC about, and then still. We have Kingston radar. We have Kingston radar, and we have Montego Bay ATIS. There we are. So hopefully we're going to have a nice little bit of ATC on the way into Montego Bay. So there's us here. We're just coming over the top of Cuba. Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's have a little look around the cabin before we go and very nice. Can we get into the lavatory? No. Can't do anything like a Noel Phillips loo review. Coffee pot. Wow, look at that. First class cabin. Quite a nice little cabin actually. Economy. See our engines outside the window here. Wow, look at that. I so wish I was a pilot in the real world. We sound like we're down behind the wing now. No, we're still over the wing. That's a thing of beauty, that. I really should get a proper controller for camera views. Beautiful. Never actually flown over Cuba in the sim. Very interesting. Oh, you can tell she's proper old school here as well. You've got the screen at the front bulkhead here. There's none of these drop-down screens or in-flight entertainment screens in the back of your chairs. It's all old school. What we got down the back here? Another galley. Another coffee pot. Lavatories. Can't get in those. About the window blinds. No, you can't do the window blinds. Let's go back to the cockpit, shall we? So where are we? So NIBEO is the FIR boundary. So we've got no contact at the moment. Right, so what we'll do then, we'll see if we can get the ATIS. So the ATIS for still got FATSMI up. Right, so the ATIS is 1279.
Above airborne level. Temperature 28. 2.24. Altimeter 1013. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie 5 on initial contact. You have information Charlie. This is Frankfurt International Airport assist information Charlie. Observed at 2100 Zulu. UTC. Expected approach. Arnag runway 07. Transition level 180. West 080 at 12. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. 2,000 hangars. Ceiling 3,500 broken. Above aerodrome level. Temperature 28. 2.24. Altimeter 1013. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie by the initial contact. You have information Charlie.
Alright, so we've got Charlie then, that's fine. Kingston Raiders 1254. Two 5.4 will contact them when we need to. Right then, so seeing as we are a little way to go, we're not too far out, let's have a little look at some charts then, I think, in a moment. Right, okay, so let's get some charts up. So we want an NR7, we're going to do the RNAV runway 07. Okay. Right, so we're coming in via ENARI. Right. So follow the Leonard Usain Bolt. I'm not going to change any of that. Right. Performance. Oh, we don't do the. No, we haven't got landing performance on it. Okay. Right. Right then. So if we're going to do the RNAV 07 then, we want to look at right, so we can make %5 easy on a go around. That's so 526 MDA. We'll do flaps 30-40, so full flap. What are we expecting fuel wise? So 6.1 tons, okay, so that's another 900 kilos. So we're going to be expecting 119.6. Can you change that? No. Okay. Alright, we won't worry about changing that then. So the wind is 080 at 12. We won't worry about doing a wind correction. Right. So we'll go ahead and put in 1157 with the course 071. This will be a backup in case we can't do the RNAV. Do the VOR approach instead. Five 071. Right, we'll chuck them back to nav then. Right, so the RMP approach. So we'll put the plugs around to 520. About 40 miles to go. Right, bear me 2 seconds, guys. Just got to go let the dog in. Right, dog sorted. How's that, Lee? Can you hear me now? I think I had the mic in the wrong way, in the wrong position. So hopefully that's better. Right. Yep, okay, cool. Right, let's go over to the approach frequency, which I think was 1208.
Sir, 2986, I have a number 3500 last night, copy.
Spirit Wings 2986 is ready to copy.
Sir, 2986, you're clear to the Orlando Airport fire lead. Sir, 2986, to the Orlando Airport fire lead, also to departure. Radar vectors hold, center south, climb and maintain 5,000 foot altitude, squawk 6736.
Right, we'll call him up in a sec. A little nervous talking to
Spirit Wings
European controllers.
2986, could you send that via text, please?
Roger, will do.
Montego Bay approach. Good afternoon to you. American 2613 with you, inbound to ENARI.
American 2613, contact 5 miles away from ENARI.
American 2613, can you say again, readability is about 3.
American 2613, contact 5 miles away from ENARI.
Contact you 5 miles from ENARI, American 2613. It's like 2 miles away. Oh, they're getting a bit bumpy up here now. And approach American 2613, just past 5 miles to ENARI.
American 2613, set transponder squawk 6737.
Transponder 6737, American 2613. Six, 7, 3, 7.
Second 2613, radar contact is set vectors for the R0 runway 2, runway 07. Fly heading at 200 to maintain 10,000.
Yeah, expect the RNAV runway 07, turn right heading 200, descend to flight to 100. 10,000, American 2613. Alright, so we'll go level change. Keep it at 270. Let's get some speed brakes in then, because we're really high on approach now. Okay, so we're radar vectoring then, so that makes it a little bit easier on my part.
Charlie 2986, confirm you receive return.
Affirmative, spare wings, 2986, clear to the Orlando Airport via radar vectors Halls, and the Rasta 1 departure, flight plan route, climb 5,000, and we'll squawk 6736.
Thank you.
So RNAV. So do the approach checks. So signs are set. Briefing is confirmed. Decam status. Decam status checked. Normal. Altimeters 1013. Minimums was 526.
American 2613, fly heading 240, descend maintain 8,000.
Fly heading 240, descend to 8,000, American 2613. So 240, 8,000. Okay, so bring the speed brakes in then. So ignition, continuous relight.
And Charlie 2986, please lock it correct, push start is that.
And
Your
landing
state
elevation
discretion,
is
call me for taxi,
set. Landing checks are next. Alright, so as he's giving us vectors on, we'll do a direct to Hussein. So just have a look at the airport chart then. So we'll try and vacate via Bravo, and then we'll probably come back to park down one of
American 2613, turn left heading 160, descend, maintain 5,000.
descend to 5,000 and say again the heading, please. American 2613.
American 2613, thanks, radar.
Sorry, American 2613. Still readability is about 3. Can you repeat again, please?
American 2613, fly heading 160.
Heading 160, American 2613. That's much better, thank you.
American 2613, descend to 5,000.
Descend to 5,000, American 2613. Lisa is going for 250 rate landing, I reckon. Is that you or me? Let's get about a 250 then. Didn't realise that. There's Jamaica out the front. Let's get some landing lights on.
American 2613, proceed direct to Houston, descend and maintain 3,000, cleared on out approach runway 807.
Left direct to Usain and descend to 2,000 feet clear for the RNAV runway 07, American 2613.
Thanks, sir. Approach Spirit Wings 2986, request push and start gate
And
7.
direct to Usain. We'll go to
2986, push is approved, calling for taxi, express runway 07, QNH 1013.
QNH 1013 and push and start is approved. We'll call for taxi Spirit Wings 2986.
Spirit Wings 2986, I have another military flight line, advise when you're ready, copy after first.
right, so Usain.
Spirit Wings 2986 is ready to copy the amendment.
Right, Usain's at 3,000.
Spirit Wings 2986, recleared to the Orlando.
So you reckon 250 foot a minute for me? Okay. Considered I've not flown this plane properly for a little while. My excuse is that I haven't flown this plane for a little while.
Spirit Wings 2986 is recleared to the Orlando Airport via the Rosto 2 departure,
Right,
radar
so
vectors,
let's,
halls, Epson transition, and then the rest of the flight plan is
Right,
Spirit Wings
okay.
2986.
How do you... I could have sworn there was a... Could have sworn you could tell it to go to approach mode, like you can on the modern Airbuses. Okay, anyway, alright then, let's get her back to green dot speed then. Beautiful Jamaica. So we are clear for the RNAV approach. Right, so let's go slats 15 then. We'll go back to the green S speed. Alright, so the runway's in sight. So VAP's 129. So we'll
American 2613, winds 108 here at 12 knots, runway 07, cleared land.
runway 0. Is it runway 07, cleared land, American 2613. Right, so flaps 15. So a bit on the bumpy side out here. So the go around altitude then is 4,000. Okay, so we'll go gear down, perhaps 15, 20, we'll arm the speed brakes. And flaps 30, 40. Entirely convinced by that. This is why you have two people on the flight deck, so you can confirm everything. Because I was too busy doing other stuff, I wasn't watching the profile, so we got very low. Right, so it's not the autopilot out then, because it's not doing anything I want it to do. we'll go flight path vector. So we're a little bit more stabilised now. So water thrust is out. See if we can get this 250 landing that leaves.
American 2613, welcome to thanks for exit route when able.
Exit when able, American 2613.
American 2613, task not by observation signal.
Shanks clear approach, Spear Wings 2986 is ready to taxi.
Spear Wings 2986 taxi via Alpha holding to 07.
We'll stand by for Spear Wings 2986.
Well, that landing was a bit smoother than I was expecting. What was the rate? I didn't see. We're in. Okay. Okay. My throttle binding seems to be a little bit out. You see, I go idle on the throttles. You see my reverser cowlings open up. I think my throttle calibration needs a little bit looking at. We'll do that a little bit later. And approach American 2613. Is any particular gate you'd like us to go to?
American 2613 seconds.
Yeah, is there any particular gate you'd like us to taxi to?
Nothing in particular, any gate of your choice.
Awesome, thanks very much, American 2613.
First Spear Wings 2986, would you like us to shut down if it'll be a while?
lot is busy right now, so you can just stay there for now, but if it's going to be a while, you can go ahead and taxi back into the gate and then report when ready to push again.
We're ready to taxi, Spirit Wings 2986.
Sterling 986, I give you a taxi instruction of while above Golf, taxi via Alpha Holding Point 07.
Taxi via Alpha Holding Point 07, Spirit Wings 2986.
We'll take this gate off to the left here. Just using default scenery for Montego Bay. I usually like to get at least a bit of freeway scenery if I can find some, but can't seem to find any for Sangster. Right, there we go. So we're on stand. Brakes set to park. Right, APU. Taxi lights off, runway turns off, and cabin crew. Disarm doors.
Sterling 2986 on departure, fly heading 030, winds 070 at 14 knots, runway 07 take off.
On departure, we'll fly heading of 030, runway 07, clear for takeoff, Spirit Wings 2986.
How do we disarm the doors then? So you can arm the doors. How do you disarm the doors? Or I might be guessing beacon light off. There we go. Disarm doors. Because we don't want the slides. We don't want the slides opening up as we open the doors. Oh, well, there we go.
Frontier Flight 2 with information Bravo, clearance to Orlando.
We have made it. Can't there we go. Disarm. Disarm the door. GSX, request deboarding.
Frontier Flight 2, Sensor radar, stand by for Sensor number 1. Frontier Flight 11, we're back to your flight plan, advise we're ready to copy.
Whether you copy Frontier Flight 2.
Right, so
And Frontier Flight 2, you're cleared to the Orlando Airport.
okay, so we're down.
To departure, radar vectors Epson, center south.
Seems like the stream worked okay. Hopefully it was alright for everybody at home. Any problems with the stream at all?
Clear to Orlando
So
via
disconnect
the
from CavokSim. So Lee, thanks mate, nice flight, brilliant. It was a very good flight, even though we didn't have too much ATC. I'm happy that I managed to get to, was it 227 on the touchdown weight? That was really good. Yeah, seemed quite a nice smooth touchdown. That I was expecting a little bit of a thud, but yeah, glad you've enjoyed. and I'm glad that it seems like the stream worked okay today after the few issues I've had in the last few streams, but yeah, all good, happy days. Right, so let's get the chocks on, let's get ground power on. Ground power, we can shut down the APU, we don't want that running. And oh, that middle door, folks seem to like trying to jump out of that one. Yeah, let's close it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that, guys. I did. It's nice to have a stream run pretty smoothly. So one thing I usually forget, and I have forgotten again today, was to load up the replay. I want to try and remember to try and do replays of the landings, especially a landing like that, which was nice and smooth. But yeah, all good. And let's see what we can do on the next one. Not too sure what flight I want to do just yet, but keep an eye out on the channel for a notification of a next stream. And as I mentioned earlier, have a look at some of the videos I've put on recently. New series I'm doing called On the Nose. I've got a couple up there so far. There's the park visual into LaGuardia and the river visual into Reagan National in Washington. Very basic videos, there's no voiceovers or anything like that. It's just camera looking out the front of the aircraft, out the windscreen, at some interesting approaches. So I've got a few more in the list to film and release, so keep an eye out for those. If you've liked the stream, guys, give it a like. If you're finding the channel for the first time and you liked what you saw, think about giving the channel a like, a subscription. As I said, over the weekend the channel's gone through 100 subscribers. As I say, absolutely amazing, thank you so much. But I'll stop waffling on now, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So have a great evening from here in the UK. Thank you very much, take care, bye bye.